What has it been like for you this year compared to college nights past, dealing with the pandemic and working with the sides together rather than separately?
It has been the most unusual, crazy experiment ever. And in my 32 years of college night, I have never seen this game have to adapt the way it did. And the only way that it did is because everyone chose to come together.
What do you hope for future leaders to learn from this year?
I think that I hope that the leaders and the sides recognize that without each other, there cannot be a college night, and there has to be respect and cooperation at a level that keeps the tradition alive and safe. I hope they realize, and I have realized, that technology can be our friend. I would never want to give up the old ways of college night and traditional staging, but I think it made us realize that we could be more connected in different ways and adaptable. And I think that's probably the most important thing that everyone learned was adaptability, because you had to be willing to change on a dime to get there. And that's true in all college nights. Sometimes you think that you're going one way and everybody else is going the other. And the most important thing is that whether you win or lose, that you end up together.
Why do you think that it's important that we continued to do college night this year instead of skipping a year?
I think that more than ever it was important for us to play college night in a time where our whole lives were upheaved and changed. Something needed to be normal, and even though we had to adapt and really change that, the elements of college night are still there. The spirit, the creativity, the talent, all of that needed a place to go in this time. And I really believe that it's so important that that feeling continues and grows in a whole new way now that you've had this experience. I think that especially with the 100th anniversary of the sides being this year, it is so ironic to me that we would play together. But I also think that's the beauty of it, is we made it through together. So playing college night this year was about hope for us at the time, and it's definitely about hope for the future. And I'm so proud that everyone worked together to adapt, to do the right thing, to be safe, to let themselves shine in a time where we haven't had much of that. So the purple and gold spirit is alive, and I continue to dream in purple and gold.
What has brought you the most joy from this season in particular?
Oh gosh, laughter, conversation, watching this evolve from not knowing exactly where we were going to seeing it on stage and coming together in such a way that, you know, it just fell into place, even though we had no idea what we were doing for a while. So I think that was one of the best things. And yesterday, when everyone was striking, it was striking the set. I had that same familiar feeling that I do on the Sunday after college night. You've succeeded, you've done something incredible, you're tired, but you've left it all there and put it all there, and everyone sort of is always together during that time anyway. So I think that was one of the most normal times that I felt, and the happiest time. They were singing, dancing, and twirling as they took the set out, and that's when you know that you've done something that was good for everyone.